Blessings. Hello everyone. We'll begin with some quiet meditation for a little while. So find a comfortable posture. I'd recommend sitting up straight, closing your eyes, and bringing your attention to the feeling of the in and out breath. But if you have another meditation object, that's fine. This is a chance for you to get to know yourself better, get to know this thing, this body and mind, this person we call ourself. By bringing attention inwards, changing some of the normal outflows of the mind. Our normal habit is to let our mind wander out through our eyes, looking at things, through the ears, listening to things, through the tongue, the nose, through the skin. And as you'll notice as you start meditating, through the mind itself, just wandering around, getting caught up in memories, thoughts, what we call mental proliferation. At this time we're going in the other direction, we're letting that go and just coming back to the present moment using the breath or any other meditation object as the focus, the anchor for your mind at this time. Learning to bring the mind to know just the breath. To know the breath as it's going in. To know the breath as it's going out. And even between the in-breath and the out-breath, you'll notice how your mind likes to slip away and start thinking about other things. This will be constantly happening during your meditation. Your mind will be wandering away from the breath to start thinking about other things, other business and plans about what you're going to do. Getting lost in memories about what's already happened, getting distracted by sensations in your body, sounds, and so on. It's as if your mind, the last place your mind wants to be is in the present moment with the breath. You'd rather be anywhere else. And that's mainly because of habit, or we might say karma. We've allowed this mind to wander around, uncontrolled, untrained, for many years now. So as soon as you start to train it, you begin to turn attention to the breath. It sets up some tension. It's not easy to pay attention to something even as obvious, as neutral, as plain as the breath. The mind would rather pick up other objects, other sensations, other memories and thoughts, and run with them. So you have to be patient and remind yourself why you're doing this. And what is the goal of this meditation? It's to improve the quality of your mindfulness and your all-round awareness of what you're doing. And these are two qualities of mind that you practice in or train in as you're meditating. The more you pay attention to the in-breath and the out-breath and stay with that, the more you know the breath, the better your mindfulness will become. Mindfulness really means keeping an object in mind, not forgetting it, not losing your way, not getting caught up into the hindrances or the obstacles, but sticking to your object. And if you do get lost, then to return to the object. So you also need to have an all-round awareness of what's going on, and also some wisdom, some using your intelligence to remind yourself what you're doing and why, and maybe to help you deal with some of the obstacles that will come up. So as you're turning attention to know the in-breath and out-breath, you might be able to do that for a few moments, but then the mind will start getting lost in thoughts again. Nevertheless, you have to keep coming back to the breath, being willing to keep letting go of those thoughts, not to get angry or upset because you're thinking a lot. You don't have to push the thoughts away or blame yourself or anybody else or anything else. But just be patient enough, willing enough, and putting enough effort in to keep bringing attention back to the breathing. And if you've done this before and experienced some success, then you can remind yourself of that. And you can train your mind, you can let go of the distractions, the sleepiness, the wandering mind. You've done it before, so now you can do it again. And as you have a little bit more mindfulness from moment to moment, with that you should gain some clarity, stability of mind, some calm, and eventually you might even start to enjoy the whole process, even though it's frustrating at first. And with this clarity and calm, you can see the tendency or the habit of the mind that loves to pick up the next thought, whatever new thought comes up, into awareness and run with it, follow it along and forget the breath. You can see what's going on. So you have to find enough strength of mind and enough determination to teach yourself not to do that. So I don't need to think about whatever it is my mind throws up. It's not that important. Even though another part of your mind will try and make every thought really important, about something that you need to sort out, some problem, some issue, something that's maybe more enjoyable than the breath. It will seem very important and attractive, alluring to the mind to run with those thoughts. Or if you're very agitated, worried about something, or even irritated or angry about something, those thoughts will seem important. You have to train your mind to say, no, at this time you don't need to think about all these other things, good or bad. You can put them down, let them go. And you have to give yourself permission to do that. It's only for a short period of time. It's unlikely there'll be any dire consequences if you let go of the different thoughts and distractions coming up in your mind just for 10 minutes. And the benefits may be very great. They may bring you a lot of clarity And that can become the basis for insight, understanding. At the very least, you're becoming more aware of how thoughts, memories and feelings that arise into your awareness as you're meditating, they also pass away. They're impermanent. Some people just watch that. They just watch the arising and ceasing without getting too caught up in the details of their thought formations and their moods. They just notice this simple fact that everything arises, everything ceases. Or just returning to the breath over and over again. You realize that this can bring you a lot of peace and self-control. And you can actually choose to let go of thoughts rather than be a slave to always follow them. But to get to that point, you have to practice. Practice regularly, sincerely, put some effort in, but it can be done. So I'll stop speaking for a while and we can meditate until the sound of the bell.